From sailing among the stars to smooching a sarcastic superhero, Morena Baccarin has definitely come a long way. Morena Baccarin was born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to Brazilian actress Vera Seta and Venetian television reporter Fernando Baccarin. At the age of 7, she and her family immigrated to New York City due to her father's work. As Morena revealed in an interview with The Independent, "There's a side of me that is very Brazilian, that misses the food and culture, and a side of me that's very American, that really loves the structure and predictability here. I feel that my drive and ambition is more American, while the passionate, laid-back side of me is all Brazilian." In New York, Baccarin followed in her mother's footsteps by pursuing her dream of acting. She attended Fiorello LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts, and later moved on to the Juilliard School's theatrical program. Immediately upon graduating from Juilliard, Baccarin was cast in the leading role in the 2001 film Way Off Broadway, directed by Dan Kaye. That same year, she also got a role as Rita Wilson's assistant in the film Perfume. Morena Baccarin's first big television role was as Anara Sarah, a companion for the social elite in Joss Whedon's 2002 space drama Firefly.
How did I avoid that?
By being fast like a freak?
The show takes place in the year 2517 and centers around a group of humans arriving in a new solar system after fighting in a civil war. The show was canceled after one season, consisting of 14 episodes, but it has since earned a cult following. In an interview with People TV, Baccarin speculated that the show was canceled for being ahead of its time, going on to say, "Nobody was doing sci-fi on regular network TV." After its cancellation, Baccarin was approached in 2005 to reprise her character in the movie Serenity, which would act as a continuation of Firefly. In a 2018 interview, Baccarin admitted that she was surprised she'd have another opportunity to continue the story, unaware of the dedication of Firefly fans and Whedon's determination to get this movie made. In 2006, Morena Baccarin joined the cast of Stargate SG-1 for the show's 10th and final season. Baccarin was offered the role of Adria, daughter of Vala, and the magical leader of the ancient evil alien race that wages a religious crusade against the galaxy, demanding that they worship them as gods or be slaughtered. In an interview with the Sci-Fi World, Baccarin said she enjoyed digging into the evil natures of her character. However, she wanted her portrayal of Adria to be likable and capture the character's true complexity as someone dedicated to her mission. Baccarin reprised the character in the 2007 movie Stargate: The Ark of Truth, in which Adria ultimately met her demise. In 2009, Morena Baccarin starred in a reboot of the 1983 miniseries V, a futuristic show in which Baccarin plays Anna, an alien who uses her charisma to take advantage of humanity's naivete and take over planet Earth. Baccarin told USA Today that she channeled the characteristics of various political figures when portraying Anna, thus making her character appear trustworthy and hiding her true intentions. Co-starring along with Elizabeth Mitchell, Baccarin praised the series for having 2 empowered female leads. However, she admitted to Collider that she didn't get to have as much input into her character as she would have liked to, clarifying, "I have some ideas and I would like to get them pushed through, but there's a network and studios and a lot of people to okay anything." Nevertheless, she clarified that she still had fun creating the character. The show was met with some initial success and was renewed for a second season, but unfortunately the show was canceled after just 22 episodes. The television series Homeland, which ran from 2011 to 2020, had Morena Baccarin pushing her acting to new limits as she played Jessica Brody, the wife of Marine Corps sniper Nick. Jessica struggled as a single mother for 8 years while Nick was held captive by Al-Qaeda. In his absence, she fell in love with Nick's best friend, but upon her husband's return, she decides that she wants to work on rebuilding her marriage. In the season 2 premiere, Jessica discovers that Nick lied to her about his religion and had become a practicing Muslim. Unable to understand why he would convert to the religion of his captors and angry that he lied to her, she throws Nick's copy of the Quran on the ground. After the episode aired, the actor told Entertainment Weekly that she received hateful tweets for disrespecting the religious text. However, Baccarin was also recognized positively for her portrayal of Jessica. It earned her a nominee for an Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series in 2013. In 2014, Morena Baccarin was cast in Fox's series Gotham, portraying Jim Gordon's wife, while Gordon was played by Ben McKenzie. Baccarin worked closely with McKenzie during her time on set, and TMZ reported that Baccarin cheated on her husband with the Gotham actor. In 2015, Baccarin's then-husband, Austin Chick, filed for divorce. While the decision to divorce might have been an obvious choice given her new romance, the divorce proceedings were long and tedious, as Baccarin and Chick fought over the custody of their young son, Julius. According According to People, Morena Baccarin was the primary breadwinner of their family, and Austin Chick relied on her for income. In 2018, Baccarin agreed to pay $5,000 per month in spousal support and $3,500 per month in child support. Additionally, the parents were awarded joint physical and legal custody of Julius. Baccarin was cast in 2016's Deadpool as the titular mercenary's girlfriend Vanessa, a role that put her on the map for every Marvel fan. Baccarin told Rotten Tomatoes that she was drawn to the script thanks to its humor, which balances out the heartfelt moments of her romance. She also found it refreshing that while her character is the love interest in the film, she's tough and can hold her own. In 2018, Baccarin reprised her role as Vanessa in Deadpool 2. While promoting the film, the actor admitted to People that kissing actor Ryan Reynolds was akin to, quote, kissing a giant latex condom, thanks to the prosthetics Reynolds wore in the film. In the interview, she described the difficulty of connecting and reacting to someone when you cannot see their face. That wasn't the only challenging aspect of filming, though. As Baccarin told Good Morning America, a dream sequence that didn't make it into the movie required Baccarin to be strapped into a chair and weighted down while underwater. The experience was terrifying to Baccarin, as she said she has a fear of being underwater.
Were you supposed to be terrified?
No! And I think that's why it didn't work. Because my face was like...
Despite the scene not making the final cut, Deadpool 2 saw a huge success, earning $784 million worldwide. The set of Gotham may be where Morena Baccarin and Ben McKenzie first fell in love, but it's not actually where they met. Baccarin was a guest star in several episodes of the 2003 teen drama The O.C., which starred McKenzie. McKenzie admitted on The Late Late Show with James Corden that he didn't remember meeting her and incidentally blew her off. However, the two reconnected on the set of Gotham, and in 2016, Baccarin and McKenzie welcomed their daughter, Frances. A year later, the couple quietly married at the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens on Baccarin's 38th birthday. In March of 2021, Morena Baccarin and Ben McKenzie welcomed their second baby, Arthur, into the world. Arthur is Baccarin's third child, but her second with McKenzie. In 2018, Baccarin told People that her husband is both a wonderful father and partner. In 2020, even with the mayhem that comes with having small children, McKenzie still managed to keep the romance alive. Their date nights just became simpler and sometimes involved their then 4-year-old daughter Frances painting McKenzie's nails and spiffing him up with colorful necklaces, bracelets, and a bow in his hair. On Mother's Day 2021, Morena Baccarin took to Twitter to share a photo of her 3 children chaotically playing on the bed, though she made sure to mention how blessed she is to be a mom. According to the International Rescue Committee in 2019, Morena Baccarin met with Venezuelan refugees crossing a bridge into Colombia, where they hoped to access vital resources such as food and medical care. In Colombia, she visited an emergency response clinic that provided care and resources to Venezuelan refugees forced to flee their country due to an economic crisis. Baccarin is passionate about using her platform to help protect and empower women around the world. She wants to follow in the footsteps of her mother, who was an activist for women's rights in Brazil. For many years, Baccarin has been a member of the International Rescue Committee, a nonprofit that responds to humanitarian crises around the world. According to the Associated Press, the humanitarian crisis in Venezuela has caused more than 6 million people to migrate from their home country, most of them finding refuge in Colombia, Peru, or Mexico. Part of the reason Baccarin feels so connected to this cause is that her home country of Brazil borders Venezuela.
What makes me feel so passionate about it is that I identify, and I see when you look at somebody's eyes, like I could be you.
In 2022, Morena Baccarin starred in NBC's American crime drama The Endgame as Eleonora Fedorova, an arms dealer and criminal mastermind who is relentlessly hunted down by Val Turner, an obsessive, strictly ethical FBI agent. While the rest of Val's team underestimates Eleonora, Val understands the power Eleonora wields. The actor told The Wrap that she was excited to work on the series because it was a show focused on women and written by women, but unfortunately the show was canceled after just 1 season. Nevertheless, Baccarin's career is still going strong. Deadpool fans are wondering if Baccarin will be returning for the next installment, Deadpool 3. In a March 2022 interview with The Wrap, Baccarin said, "I know nothing because I'm usually the last to know. I also live under a rock." She joked about messaging Ryan Reynolds, excitedly wanting to know more information about the upcoming movie, but he is keeping his mouth shut. We might have to wait for the movie to drop to find out what role Baccarin plays in it.